Love these little videos that I'm making that nobody seems to watch, but that's okay. I'm recording them for myself, really. On this channel, I recorded, 10 or 11, I think 10 videos for a newfound Bosnian. They were like 33 minutes. I challenged myself to do 33 minutes of free flow of just speaking whatever came to my mind. Now I'm doing 10 minutes videos for NewFoundDad. You know, I'm trying to share my story, which is unbelievable, just like every person's story, you know. Jean-Paul Sartre said that there's more wisdom in a simple life than in any book. We are the universe. My throat is seizing up because I'm trying to speak my truth. We are the universe. We are absolutely everything. All of us have all the information within us. Our DNA has been passed down through generations and generations, from father to son, from son to daughter, and I don't know how it goes exactly. But all your information is basically within you. Look, now we have those microchips that have billions of bytes of information, gigabytes, megabytes, within like such a small frame. Our DNA has that. We have all the information from the time being to now. In all religions, spiritualities, cultures, we are told that all the answers are within you. You don't have to look around because you are everything. I know it's hard to believe that because we live in this world that puts us down, that makes us feel less than what we are, and we do that. We are our own prisoners and our own prisons. We keep ourselves down. The tools are given to us. We can liberate ourselves or we can keep ourselves down. What is it, the story of if everybody throws their burdens down onto the fire or onto a pile, that everybody would choose their burdens back again because we're kind of used to them. Or the story of the little elephant was told to me first by my good friend Jan, who taught me security. I did security for a local club downtown, and at the end of the shift at 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, when we would finish working for the club, we would sit down around this table in the back and just talked about life. And it's amazing what kind of people you can meet down at on George Street here in St. John's, Newfoundland, or in service industry in general. People that work in service industry have such an amazing knowledge, such that they understand people, they understand humanity much better than, let's say, people who work as politicians or people who actually make decisions for us, like the government. People that sit in the office have no idea what's happening downtown. This is why we have such a big discrepancy between, let's say, artists and the politicians. Back to my friend Jan and the story of the elephant who was born in captivity. He was a small little elephant, and some chains or shackles were put around elephant's foot. And as he grew, those chains became actually smaller, and he became so big that he could basically just rip them apart or just free himself so easily from those chains. But because he learned to live with those chains, he just assumed that's the way it should be. That's the problem. We are accustomed, we have been indoctrinated, inculturated, whatever the word is, to admit that this is the way it is. I was talking to a friend of mine who owns another club here in town, and she told me, why can't we just leave well enough alone? Because nothing is okay. There's nothing, nobody's really happy within this society. Whether you're rich or poor, you have so much to worry about. There's really nothing is happening well. In order for us to have people work in our Tim Hortons, serve us coffee, we need to start a war in another country so we can bring new employees. Nobody here wants to have a family, have children. How? Do you know how much money it costs? About $1 million to raise an 18-year-old child. Who wants to do that? Who can afford to do that? I'm talking about so many things. It's so difficult. That's the problem. I don't have a focus, and I have a friend, Rosalind, who is a life coach, and she has been coaching me how to focus my energies onto things that I want to say. It's like I feel like a volcano. When things start coming out, I just have no control. I mean, I should sit down and prepare what is it that I'm trying to say, so people can follow, my train of thoughts. But it's impossible. I mean, because the reality is all around us. It's everywhere. We see clearly. Everyone sees clearly what's going on. And there's nothing we can do. We have been led to believe that there's nothing we can do. But we can. We can do a lot. We are everything. We are the universe in motion. And the strength is in numbers, really. I realized today that the rich or the powerful have created this Chinese wall around themselves to protect themselves from the poor, from the outside. And it doesn't work anymore, because the rich are within this kind of enclosed society, and they have been in that society for 2,000 years now or more, for as long as we alive or this particular ideology is at work. They have been intermarrying with each other, just trying to keep it within the family. But it's not okay. I mean, they feel bored as well. They need somebody to protect the walls. They need somebody who's gonna keep people at bay, so they don't come in and infiltrate their families and their paradise. But truly, it's impossible to do that. What Victor Hugo said, that revolutions can be stopped, but not the idea whose time has come. It is time for the new world, for the new ideology, for the new prophets, for the new cultures, new religions. Is it going to be AI? Are we just going to let a robot decide for us what should be done? Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea, but who's going to control that robot? The reality is that we have to help each other. We have to share. We have to get out our own way, and we have to put down our egos. We have to forget the things that we know, and we have to stop protecting everything that we have, whether that is, your home, your country, your family. Even patriotism is just like nationalism. The moment you start promoting Newfoundland is the moment you start hating another province. The moment you start promoting your country is the moment you start hating another country. It goes hand in hand, Again, none of us really see this. But that's the reality of it all. There's so much more I want to say, and I'm going to, post other videos about other subjects and things like that. Feel free to jot down some of these ideas and ask me about them, and I'll elaborate more. It's boring to talk to myself. I'm hoping that eventually my friend Tina and I start doing these podcasts in which we can actually collaborate more and talk about some of the issues that are burning, that need to be addressed. before it's too late. Love you all. Have a great stormy day.